I'm here with an exclusive interview with Pancho from Latin America. To become a bandit.
Well, basically, the death of my father, and then I was so young when I took over my household, and on top of that, my sister was harassed by my hacienda owner.
What did you do after you shot the hacienda owner?
Yeah, okay, well, since I got so mad, I did shoot him, but right afterwards, I fled to the mountains and I was imprisoned, but then I escaped and I joined a gang of bandits. So,
alright, why were you seen as a modern day Robin Hood?
Basically, I gave money to the poor by stealing from the rich, and yeah.
How did you become involved in the Mexican Revolution?
I first became involved when I joined an uprising against Diaz.
What were you doing from the years of 1894 to 1910?
Well, I spent most of my time running away from the law, and I was living in the mountains, and you know, I was just trying to make my life.
Where did your new name originate from? Because from what I believe, Pancho was not your original name.
That's right. I got the name from my fraternal grandfather.
Interesting. What caused you to want to join the revolution?
I disliked Diaz, basically, and because he created most of the current problems for the poor, and I'm against that, and of course I wanted to help my fellow poor citizens.
Did it have anything to do with Francisco Maderno?
Yeah, it also did, because he promised change for the lower classes.
You resigned from command in May 1911.
I resigned because of the differences I had with the commander Orozco. So,
after resigning,
I married Maria Louise Correll, the love of my life, and I tried to settle down and have a family, but I eventually gathered troops to support Maderno, and sadly I had a daughter, but she died a few years after her.
When did you get imprisoned the second time?
I remained in prison from June 1912 to December 27, 1912, and that's when I escaped again.
What did you accomplish as the provisional governor of Chihuahua?
Well, I recruited experienced generals, printed my own currency, and raised money for a drive to the south.
Why were you imprisoned?
I was accused of stealing a horse.
What were the main things you focused on in these years after escaping from the prison?
I focused mostly on relocating land and making the economy more stable.
What caused you and Carranza to become enemies in the summer of 1914?
Okay, Carranza tried to sabotage my progress towards Mexico City and tried to eliminate me after he took power.
When did you attack the U.S.?
I attacked the U.S. on March 9th, 1916, as I led an attack to Columbus, New Mexico.
Why did you attack the town of Columbus, New Mexico?
I attacked the U.S. for two reasons. The United States supported Carranza in the battle, and I also needed military equipment and supplies.
Did the United States do anything in response to the attack on American soil since 1812?
Yes, 15,000 men. Yes, 5,000 men were sent from the Okay. Yes, actually, 5,000 men were sent from the U.S. Army and chased me until February of 1917.
Was the United States successful in capturing you?
They were not successful in the chase of me, yet they killed 190 of my men in their expedition.
What finally caused your influence to decrease?
My influence decreased after my unsuccessful military campaign at Celaya and the American incursion, which I still remain active in.
That you encouraged change for the poor?
Yes, I, along with many, blamed the president of that time, Diaz, for the hardships endured by Mexico's poor. I, as a result, joined in support of Francisco Madero because of his commitment to bring change to the poor.
What do you believe is the best way to make Mexico a better place?
Okay. My sole ambition is to rid Mexico of the class that has oppressed her and given the people a chance to know what real liberty means. And if I could bring that about today by giving up my life, I would do it gladly.
Thank you for being with us, and it's been a pleasure spend time with you.
Thank you. It was a pleasure doing this interview. I hope more people know about who I am as a person and what I did in my life.